If you're having coffee with me, I'll be glad you stopped by to visit. I would ask if you brought the king with you. What king, you ask? And why should anyone have coffee with the king and I? Wait, that's a Rodgers and Hammerstein musical. Anyway, it's Zimbabwe's Independence Day today. I'll be accepting congratulatory messages on our sovereignty. The electricity is still on, which is surprising. The lights will usually have cut off by the time I wake up. Maybe this is a special Independence Day gift from the power utility. It's wishful thinking on my part, but I do miss the good old days when we would have electricity for 24 hours in a day. Sigh. But hey, at least we have sovereignty, right? Who needs electricity when you have sovereignty? If you're having coffee with me, I'll tell you that Zimbabwe feels like a 43-year-old man-child with a boy in his eyes who thinks he's forever young, like Peter Pan. All children grow up except one, living off the glory of days gone by, heroic battles long past, and never quite looking at the future or the harsh reality of the present that can't keep the lights on, the bills are piling up, and might just lose the family home after squandering their inheritance. Happy Independence Day. My playlist of the day includes the song Zimbabwe by Winky D featuring Shingi, and its haunting line that asks, "Is this the land we fought for, we died for?" If you're having coffee with me, I'll tell you that Al Jazeera aired its final episode of the Gold Mafia documentary titled Have the King With You on Friday the 14th of April 2023. The investigative series exposes how illicit gold trade in Africa, particularly Southern Africa, can be traced back to influential people like heads of state, ceremonial kings, and other high-ranking officials. Two Gold Mafia bosses are seen to boast, "There's no president or head of state either of us can't get to on this continent." Another gold trader and money launderer also advises that when you work, you must always have the king with you, the president. Speaking of kings, King Charles III's coronation will be held at London's Westminster Abbey on May 6, 2023. Our president is most excited to announce that he had accepted an invitation to the coronation. Zimbabwe and the UK have a special relationship, as the president put it, and that stems from Zimbabwe being a former British colony. Looks like our first family are frequent flyers. Just the other week, the First Lady, accompanied by her twin sons, went to Belarus where she met the president. The trip raised eyebrows as according to the law and constitution, First Ladies do not hold official government positions under Zimbabwean law, and it's not clear under what arrangement the First Lady is conducting business on behalf of the state. It becomes a diplomatic nightmare on the backdrop of the Al Jazeera documentary, where a principal player in the Gold Mafia telephoned someone purported to be the First Lady of Zimbabwe, and the allegations that the first family takes advantage of their diplomatic status to conduct personal side hustles. This is all alleged, of course, and while no official communication still has been issued, a lawyer acting on behalf of the ambassador at large issued a statement along the lines of that it was all part of a classified national intelligence operation. If you're having coffee with me, I'll tell you that while it would be understandable that the nerves of people are fried and tempers hang in the balance, what might be surprising is the target of the righteous indignation. For example, a peaceful national protest that had been scheduled for Independence Day by Team Pachelu was since called off because of lack of stakeholder consensus. Instead, the court of public opinion is in session over whether or not addressing the wife of the main opposition leader as the mother of citizens corrupts like absolute power. Some saying such talk is what results in first ladies having inflated sense of duty, which is what leads to them acting with impunity. It's a conversation with some merit to it, but when emotions enter the room, it becomes a chaotic conversation, a sideshow distraction to the question, what are we going to do about the Gold Mafia? Just another day in the teapot-shaped country. Wow, we still have electricity. Color me surprised. Zimbabwe F43. What's been going on in your neck of the woods?